She's hedging her bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what type of podcast this
She's
is.
trying to get into Valhalla.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
If you died and you found out that it was Valhalla instead of heaven.
Yeah, if you just die in a street fight and then you're like, I'm up in heaven with Vikings and shit.
Like, man, I think I'd get used to it.
But do they just go to a big hall and like always eat and drink? Like they don't, and like do they fight still? Like what's the Valhalla?
I think even if they didn't fight, I think I would be very intimidated the whole time in Valhalla.
Oh yeah, I'd be pissing my pants the whole time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I would just be like, I don't want to cross him. I don't want to get him upset.
I'd hate to be around one Viking, let alone like a whole fucking eternity of it. That's crazy.
All of them?
Yeah.
You know, all of them.
Yeah, every Viking.
Every legendary murderer. It was like, I would get pillaged so hard in Valhalla.
Your heaven getting pillaged.
Yeah, I think I'm very pillageable in the afterlife.
Yeah. Yeah, be like, I'm really not supposed to be here, guys. Like, you gotta get me.
Yeah, it's like,
There's been a mistake.
yeah, no, I don't even know where I would start. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it would be so jarring to end up in Valhalla. Like, and I'm gonna say this, and this is a joke because, like, knock on wood, I think I'd rather go to hell.
Yeah. Yeah, Viking heaven is my hell, my personal hell. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
I think it's the only heaven that I'm afraid of. All right, are you guys ready to start the podcast? I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Two Jack Bros. Two Jack Bros.
Welcome back to Two Jack Bros. And if it is your first time, welcome to you as well. Thank you for giving us a shot. I am Sidney. I am sitting next to the world champ, Ansley.
Hello.
And today our guest is none other than the Ben Staab.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing?
What is Let's fucking go. Yeah. What's up, man?
Nothing. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm glad to finally have you on here.
Yeah.
And before we get started, I have to say this. Ben Staab does one of my favorite podcasts.
Thank you.
Ayo, actually,
Mhm.
that he does with Naeem Ali, where they just talk about the most ridiculous and absurd facts that you may have never heard in your life, but they're all true, right? I
Yeah.
don't Google them. I don't.
We try our hardest to be true. Some people correct us, but
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
So, all right,
It's mostly truth. If
Yeah.
you say it with enough conviction, it's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
that is what I can get behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a podcast where they make shit true.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Great.
Yeah,
Thanks for plugging. I struggle to plug my own stuff.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable.
It is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like it's a very uncomfortable.
Even though you
thing.
believe in it, you're just like, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Makes you feel weird.
Yeah, which is one of the issues that we have with Two Jack Bros, which, by the way, is about to have a name change.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
We're hyping it up.
Yes.
It's we haven't announced it yet. We're gonna do the big announcement all at once. Do I have my phone on me?
Are you allowed to say it right now or no?
I would rather show you the bets.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are spiritual.
No. no, we're going to Valhalla for
Yeah,
sure. We're not spiritual. Yeah, it's but that's what the podcast is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the new name is, like she said, it's going to make it a lot more transparent. So yeah, new name coming. Ben approves of it.
I like the name.
Yeah, and he's all about facts.
I am.
So
It's a good name.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Ben, you already know what this podcast does, right?
Yeah.
You have an idea of it. So if you are listening or watching for the first time, the basic premise of this podcast is to prove that you can have any type of sense of humor and still reach enlightenment or a higher consciousness. We don't know if that's true or not,
Yeah. But why not?
but we believe it.
Yeah.
And if you say it with enough confidence,
It's true.
it's true.
If you make a podcast about it, it's
Yeah.
true.
We brought on a truth expert from Ayo, actually,
Yes.
to confirm that what we're doing is actually valid. So, Ben, as you know, everybody gets the same questions.
Mm-hmm.
Ace, take it away.
All right. So Ben, what situation or event did you learn the most information from?
Ooh. I don't know. I think moving really taught me a lot in the last 2 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was living with my family up until that the whole time. Like I never moved out before, so this is my first time moving out. And I don't know. City life is different than the suburbs. I think people are more like competitive and like and you know what I mean, aggressive here. I feel like that's more like what real life is like than, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait. So did you lived in the suburbs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and now you live in the city.
Yeah.
Okay, and you think people are more aggressive in the suburbs or in the city?
In the city, I think life's just more competitive in general here for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Just like the amount of people just makes people buck up or something. You know.
How are you doing with that? Are you bucking up?
I'm struggling. Yeah. I think I was like less egotistical before I moved here.
Oh no, you were bucking down when you first got here?
When I moved here, for sure. Yeah.
That's
like,
not good.
No, that's what I've learned. You know what I mean?
Not good.
Yeah, because I think it makes people like you, but they also just don't respect you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the more nice you are to people,
yeah,
the more you just get pushed over. And I feel like I learned that here. You know what I mean? Because people take small things as disrespect here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is the smallest thing that you can remember somebody taking as a disrespect from you? Because you're a nice guy.
Yeah. I know Naeem bucked up on me because I offered him a straw once.
You can't offer a black dude from the hood an option to suck.
Yeah.
That is. You might as well have thrown. You'd like, let's fight right now.
Yeah. No, honestly. Yeah. So when I moved here, I was much more gay presenting. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've tried to tone that down. You know what I mean?
Well, you only have to tone it down around Naeem.
No, genuinely, like I picked him up. We were like going somewhere, but I had like bananas on my passenger seat. I put him in the glove box so he didn't catch me eating bananas.
And that's not even for racial reasons.
Yeah,
that's for having something penis-like.
Yeah,
to eat.
Yeah. But I eat bananas all the time, but I do it in private now.
You don't want to lose friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
So if you had to, in like a sentence or two, crystallize what it is that you learned from moving to the city, like how would you say that? What's your tagline for that?
Ooh. I don't know if I have it in one sentence. I'm trying to think. I don't know, because I do struggle with it personally, because I feel like the goal in life is to be less egotistical and to take yourself less seriously. But I feel like that, at least in like society, pushes you back and like stops you from accomplishing your goals. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I think it does. Would you mind elaborating on that? Like what it is, like how society is pushing you away from being less egotistical?
Like, I don't know. I think you just got to be like the first one to like say what you want to do, or like push like the motive forward in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or else people just like push over you.
Yeah, or else you won't get anything.
Yeah.
The squeaky wheel gets the oil kind of thing.
Yeah, because I always try to be like very passive in a group and like let most people like be happy and stuff. And now lately I've just trying to like do my own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a tagline.
Well, it doesn't have to be a tagline. It doesn't have to be a tagline. I am thinking about the squeaky wheel comparison, like, and now thinking of a squeaky wheel as being egotistical.
Yeah.
Like that cocky squeaky wheel. Shut up. But you're here now. You're in the city. You're speaking up more.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess.
Yeah, like if shit pisses me off, I say something about it now. You know what I mean?
All right. And you consider that to be more egotistical?
I think so. Unless it's not. I don't know. I feel like I struggle with like laying boundaries with people or like speaking up.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm trying to work on it more, but I also don't want to be like, I feel like I'm learning it. And so I feel like if I like, I'm trying to practice with small stuff, because I feel like once like something is like a big issue to me, like I'm going to be too like aggro about it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So essentially what you have learned coming into the city is that you have to at least think about boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're on your way.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if you don't mind me asking before we move on, once you start having boundaries, what do you think your first boundary is going to be?
I really want people to stop touching me. Yeah.
Seems fair.
It seems very fair.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that one, because like at least also that's way more in the city than in the suburbs. Is like people just put their hand on your shoulder, or like fucking grab your neck or some shit, or like pat you on the back.
Yeah.
I hate it all. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like it also just seems crazy to just be like, don't fucking touch me. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Drew's been telling me just to be like chill. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'd be like, ugh, chill.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I'm good.
Make them feel gross.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I haven't really worked on that one yet.
Okay. All right. So there you go. That's what he has learned. that has given him the most information so far in his life.
Yeah.
People touching him. Unwanted touch.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Y'all have to let me know if I'm being confusing about this podcast. I feel like we're being like metaphysical or something. You know what I mean? I could get very confusing. You know what I mean?
It's okay. I mean, I don't know if we're smart enough to ever realize. When you showed up here, I was already confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you even got here, not even about you. It was just, I'm just confused a lot of the time. So
Me too.
speak
Honestly.
out. There you go.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys. This might be a confusing one.
That's one thing I've been doing too, because like I feel like most people that are trying to be like tougher and shit, like they are confused about stuff, but they like they tough it out so that nobody knows they're confused about stuff. But I feel like I first of all can't really do that successfully, so I'm trying to like be confident in myself and also admit that I'm confused in situations.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
I don't like to admit it, and he calls me out on it.
Dude, it's so much more helpful if you just let that confusion out of your body, and then you can just like, okay, this is the intelligence that I have,
Yeah.
and I can approach it with this now. Like I'm not like now that they all know that I'm dumb, I don't have to present smarter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
You know, it's not you're not lowering your bar. You're just putting your bar where
I'm
it's
just
supposed
letting
to
you all
be.
know
Yeah.
where my
Yeah.
bar is.
Yeah.
You gotta let them know.
Mm-hmm.
But I like where we're going so far. I think this is gonna be a really fun, exciting popping of chakras.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So now, Ben, as you know, we are going to open your chakras, or as we call them, popping them
Mhm.
from the bottom up. And you're probably well aware of the fact that the first chakra is called the root chakra, which is located right around the butthole area.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
I think no, pause.
Another crazy thing to consent to. Like,
Yeah.
it's, yeah, even Naeem, by the way, consented to that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
twice. We had to get his consent twice.
He's a spiritual person though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, pause. But all right, Ace, take it away.
All right. So, Ben, how did you learn to overcome fear?
Doing small stuff like that stresses you out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Or like with like stand up, well, I'm still pretty nervous public speaking, but when I started I was like crazy, like shaky, nervous, couldn't talk in front of people, or like would be really embarrassed in front of people. So then like I would do more things that are like would be embarrassing in a small moment that'd be embarrassing, and then just like build up a tolerance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the what type of embarrassing things
Like
would you do?
like when I started, I know like I was
Can
in
you do the electric slide?
no.
Ben, do you dance in front of black people?
I do try.
Okay.
Yeah. hmm
All right. So
I'm learning some moves. You know?
Yeah. So what is the most embarrassing thing that you've been doing recently?
I mean, honestly, dancing has been very embarrassing and good for me. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also never like went out dancing before I came here. My girlfriend's like a dancer, so she's teaching me some moves, but not very many and not fast enough to go out dancing. But
Yeah. She's not updating your dance hard drive fast enough.
but I'm doing good. Like I'm dancing. Like I don't think it's good. I don't think anybody enjoys it. But I am doing it very full force. Like at the plate. Like my friend, you know George Blaha?
I don't know.
Yeah. But
maybe if I saw him.
we went out dancing. He was like, "You look free out there." You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the best.
That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that is the one aspect of dancing that white people do have.
Freedom.
Yeah, they're free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not confined by like rhythm or technique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just moving that body.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just whatever feels good.
Yeah,
so
you're not supposed to use your arms as much. I think that's what white people do wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
too
Like,
much
because my
arm.
impulse is to like move my hands around, but
yeah.
it's really supposed to be like shoulders and hips.
Oh.
That's what I've learned.
Okay.
Mhm.
Did somebody tell you that, or you think you picked that up from observation?
My girlfriend's been working on that because she's like, you look like you're cha-cha and like just move your shoulders and shit.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I see what she means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the hands they're activated.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just
it's
the
not-
shoulders and the hips are moving.
Yeah, because in my mind, dancing is moving your feet and your hands. But I don't think your hands are really the goal. I think your hands follow what your body's doing.
Yeah, you're more of a Charleston
Okay.
guy.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. I even have to look that up. Like, I don't remember what the Charleston is. All right. So
Yeah.
can you remember a time in your life, Ben, where you were the most scared?
I mean, childhood. It's not like a logical fear, but when I was in third grade, end of third grade, we moved to Western Pennsylvania, my family,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was like rural country, like Amish town. But and this is weird because I think okay, so I was like 7 years younger than like all my 3 older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think I always took fears too personally about like I'm scared of shit, like yada yada. But I was a child because like I was comparing myself to my older brothers who weren't afraid of anything. So I think it made me feel bad about myself. But here's one that I was thinking about the other day because we moved up there and there's like all these cornfields. But I had been like so terrified of like dinosaurs from Jurassic Park, and everybody's like they're not real, yada yada yada. But like there's this one scene in Jurassic Park 2 where they're in like this fields and like all the velociraptors are like chasing after them, tackling them and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were all in the cornfields. My brothers like ran out and they were like, "You gotta get out! There's something in the cornfield!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro, I really had like a full on panic attack. Like I was freaking, like I was freaking. I thought I was about to get eaten. You know what I mean?
Man.
That is like, man, one of the sweet privileges of being an older brother.
Yeah.
You know exactly what the fear is.
Yeah.
And exactly how to make, like, you'll probably think about for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like every time you see a cornfield, I'm sure that
it fucking kind of scares me.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't scare me, but it reminds me of a fear.
Yeah, just a little adrenaline spike. Like, oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
there could be older brothers in there. Oh no.
I know.
how many younger siblings do you have?
I have. Oh goodness gracious.
Are you the
I have,
oldest?
Nah, I'm like I have like I'm the like the linchpin of a blended family. So I have Michael, Darius, Derek, are the brothers that are younger than me.
Okay, so you got 4 younger brothers?
3. Michael, Darius, Derek, and then I have a younger sister named Alicia.
Okay, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 older brothers that are all like, the one that's like youngest is 7 years older than me. So they're all like kind of like close together in age.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm 7 years younger. And then my sister is 7 years younger than me.
Oh wow.
So I feel like I have like a weird place in my family because like all my older brothers were like crazy, getting into trouble, like a lot of energy. And my younger sister was like a young baby. So I was kind of like on my own a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not on my own, but like figuring things out. Because I also wasn't like a problem kid.
Yeah.
So I was like more quiet, like could get like away with things. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's one thing like I'm trying to get over a little bit because I think I have like a younger brother mentality in life.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to overcome.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because I also never really had to like decide shit for myself or like pick out my own clothes. I just get my brother's clothes and shit and just do what they're doing and hang out with who they're hanging out with.
Yeah.
And so now I'm like on my own.
All right. Well, you've come to the right place. I think Two Jack Bros is the podcast to break you out of your little brother syndrome.
Yeah. It's a bad place to be, I think.
Okay.
I think we're a disparaged class.
We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out. It might be the right place to be. We don't know yet until the end of this podcast.
True.
So, but also that is a fear chakra popped. Thank you for sharing all that.
Oh yeah.
And Ace, take it away.
All right, we're to the pelvis chakra now. So Ben, this is a segment we like to call My Bad. So it's an opportunity for you to apologize to a person, place, or thing in order to set your karma back to neutral.
We just got done doing Ben's Patreon episode, and it was an amazing time. Ben, did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun.
Dude, it was so fun. You had no idea this guy could be so dark. And $1 gets you all of our exclusive content on our Patreon, which consists of not only the counter to this podcast, which we call Two Jack Bros After Dark, for only a little bit longer until we change the name, which is going to be soon, but we also do some fight commentary and analysis on Ansley's Jiu Jitsu matches, whether she wins or loses. We put it out there. Also, check out Ben Staab's podcast, Ayo Actually, with him and Naeem Ali, where they just talk about ridiculous facts that they look up and find, and maybe they're true. No, they're true. They're good facts. They're ridiculous, and they talk about, and it's a really fun podcast. So now we're going to get back to this episode, and we're going to find out who or what Ben has to apologize to.
Oh Jesus Christ. Damn, who's the last person I fucked up? Shoot, this one's hard. Someone that I think I was mean to my last roommate's dog too much.
Ooh, what kind of dog?
Great Dane.
That's a risky move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An old Great Dane or a young whippersnapper?
He was like 4, but he's like kind of confined to an apartment. Like I think he's like he could be more graceful or more like, you know what I mean? I feel like a Great Dane should be in the wild.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Chasing down horses or something,
Mm-hmm.
whatever Great Danes do.
But yeah, I don't like big animals, so I was kind of upset that he was living with me, and so I'd fuck with him a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we could be more friends now, but I would like tap on his head till he sneezes and shit like that. You know what I mean?
No, I do not know what you mean. Is that a thing with dogs or Great Danes? Like,
It's a thing with this
need-
dog for sure. If you like, he has like a button on his head, basically. It freaks him out.
Did you know that going in, or did you figure that out?
No, I
after?
fucked with him a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But I don't know. Like every time I go back to the house, I'm kind of like, man, I feel bad for this dog.
yeah,
Like I could have given him a chance. You know what I mean?
yeah. That sounds like an old car. You know,
Yeah.
like when somebody has like an old shitty car, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you know, if you want to put the radio on, you have to put the window down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Tap 3 times.
Yeah, tap three
Yeah.
times to turn the radio on.
Yeah.
Tap. How many taps did it take?
Probably like 10 or so. If you just like tap, like he like blinks a lot and then he'll sneeze. I don't know. You can always fuck with a dog. Like my last dog, like if you grabbed his legs, he would freak out and like try to bite you and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's wrong to do to animals. You know?
Okay.
Am I freaking y'all out? My bad. You know what? This is my bad. I'm sorry for y'all.
No, I like learning new things.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's very important to my life.
but I feel like I'm unsettling you a little bit.
I'm not unsettled. I'm just like
It's interesting.
it's
I
very,
never knew.
it's very interesting. And it's like one of those things where it's is he just saying this stuff with enough confidence that I'm believing him? Did this really happen? Did he really tap a Great Dane on the top of the head so much that it sneezed?
Maybe the dog was fucking with you. I don't know. Yeah.
Like, who's getting fucked with him?
Yeah. Dog sneeze right in your face every time.
Yeah.
Like, ah.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. Or maybe it was like a dog with a sneezing problem, and then Ben just had a tapping problem, and it just merged in a way that he thought he was like, I am a god.
No, honestly, okay, it really could be
Yeah,
it.
I am the beast master. All right, man. What was the dog's name?
Gus.
Gus.
It's Peggy's dog.
All right. Oh, okay. Well, I believe that. She seems like she would have a dog that works that way.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ben, you can look into the camera right there and give Gus an apology.
I'm sorry, Gus. I didn't mean it personally. It was just you had the button, had fingers. Yeah.
My bad, Gus. That was your apology. That is a chakra popped wide open. And that's not even animal cruelty.
Yeah.
That's just like,
I like confusing animals. You know what I mean?
yes.
Like my brother has a dog that he barks like woo 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 woo. You know.
Yeah.
So every time I see him, I'm like woo 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 woo. You know.
And what does the dog do?
I don't know. I think it just confuses him. Doesn't fuck with them too much, but I like to like keep them on
Yeah, he's
edge.
like,
you
are you
know?
mocking me or calling me? Like, what are you doing? What is happening here? I'm a nice dog. Why are you treating me this way? All right, that's a chakra pop. And what would you call that? It's not animal cruelty.
Animal annoyance.
Yeah.
There you go. Not a crime.
But they
No.
annoy the
Animal
animals.
confusion.
Animal confusion.
Animals annoy me, so I feel like I got to do it back. You know.
Yeah.
But that's also one thing I'm trying to do is be nicer to people's pets. Because I've noticed they hate it if you're mean to them.
Like how with he has a list of a lot of things,
Yeah.
and each list is like the one thing I want to do. Like each bullet point is like the one thing that I want to do.
I'm trying to better myself, you know?
Yeah, I do. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell. So again, that is a sacral or pelvis chakra popped,
Yeah.
and Ace, keep it moving.
All right, we're to the gut chakra now. So Ben, how do you move past disappointment either in yourself or in loved ones?
Ooh. I ignore a lot of stuff. I don't really work on things that much. I feel like I work on things like way later. like I don't know. If I'm disappointed in myself, I make a lot of excuses, but I feel like I know deep down that they're not. Like those are just fake excuses.
You don't fall for them.
I try to trick myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You try to confuse yourself. You
Yeah.
ever tap yourself on the top of the head? And see what
It's a
happens?
sneeze. Yeah. Nah, you can lie to yourself a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, with stand up, obviously be like, yeah, that crowd's fucking sucked. Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess disappointed in myself. Just, yeah. I don't know. I get disappointed in myself if I'm quiet around a lot of people or like nervous to talk in a group. I usually leave disappointed in myself. Or if I don't have a girlfriend now, but back in the day, like, I'd just be too nervous to talk to girls and shit. I'd leave pretty disappointed in myself too.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
But how I work on that, just I shit on myself a lot. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? You can do better. just be normal, you know?
Dude, you have the mildest bully streak in you that I've ever seen
Yeah.
in a person.
What do you mean?
Like you just annoy dogs and insult yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm very casually mean.
Yeah.
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 Like, I don't ever like get like crazy angry with people, but like that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to be like more confrontational, but I'm also not like an angry or aggressive person. But like, and also a lot of comics are very like not confrontational at all, are used to it. But like, I was in a conversation with like a couple comics. One showed up and he was just like, I think coked out, talking way too much. And I was like, you're talking too much. Like, you got to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my friend was like, man, I'm just not used to confrontation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But me, I'm very soft. I'm just like, yeah, you're talking a lot. Can you stop? You know what I mean?
You almost say it as like a compliment, but then it's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
That wasn't nice.
It's like, you're talking a lot. It's like, thank you. Those are all the words I know. Okay. So I like to always ask this question in this section, which is, did you do any sort of theater or like any performance art or sport where you have a disappointment that kind of lingers on your mind?
With sports, I mean, the whole career was disappointing, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So before you tell us, Ansley, what sport did he play?
Ooh.
I think I know. But you go first.
Baseball?
Okay. Is that your only guess?
No, because I
Okay.
felt like there was a reaction and it was wrong.
Oh, I was
I'm not gonna
purposely
react.
not looking at it.
Okay.
Okay. So I keep in mind I don't know. I have a guess. I have two guesses.
All right. I'm going to go with lacrosse now.
Okay. So baseball or lacrosse,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm gonna say soccer or cross country.
Okay. So I did baseball in like from like kid to fourth grade.
Mm-hmm.
Ass. So terrible. Never did good. And then I did do cross country too.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
We both half nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is there like a specific disappointment or just what is the disappointment?
Cross country I wasn't disappointed in myself with because I mean at my very last race I did worse than like all my other races, which was crazy, but whatever. I was getting better throughout the year. So I was pretty good with that. Baseball though, like that's actually one thing I am just in general as a fucking 24-year-old disappointed in myself in is for not like sticking it through with sports or like having a drive to get better. Cause like if I was bad at something, I was kind of like, oh, I'm just bad at this. There's no like way out of this. I suck. Yada yada. I'm just gonna eat sunflower seeds and like chill in the outfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, cause all my brothers were like very, very good at athletics and shit. But like I would get hit with a baseball and then just like cry and then like they'd be like, all right, we don't have to do this anymore. You know what I mean?
They'd like cancel the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was cried out.
Yeah, but I wish I just like stuck it through with sports and like
Okay.
really got good at something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you would have stuck it out with a sport, what would it have been?
I really wish I could have played hockey. I played like before I moved back to Virginia, I got to do like it was like street hockey, so you're just on like tennis shoes. But like that was like the level before ice hockey. But I moved before that. But I think that I would have really liked ice hockey.
Okay. I don't like to challenge people's assertions on this podcast, but I would also say that I think the level before ice hockey is roller hockey.
Oh, true. But I think they were like graduating up to that. I forget exactly what it was. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, I would have been terrible at it all.
Okay.
I was very bad at sports. And I don't know. I think it just took me a while to figure out how to like use my body. You know?
No. How do you use it now?
I mean, I could just figure out like
as far as from what you just told us, you're just learning how to dance.
Yeah.
So you're in that phase now where you're learning how to use your body.
Yeah, like how to like just be aware of what you're actually doing or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like what you're doing wrong.
Okay. Are you clumsy? Do you bump into things?
Yeah, bumps like, all the time.
Yeah.
Like I'm always tripping.
I don't know why when he said he was learning how to use his body, I instantly looked at his knuckles, and in my mind it was like, yeah, he probably bangs his knuckles on doorways a lot when he's like walking through doors. Is that a thing? Did I just make that up in my head? Do you do that?
I hit my body. I don't know about my knuckles, but I mean, I hit my feet all the time, hit my knees all the time. I always bump into people. I always cut people off when I'm walking.
Okay.
Like I really suck physically.
Well, that Ben is a gut chakra popped.
Okay.
Thank you. Awesome. Right. In Ace, I think we can keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We're to the heart chakra now. So Ben, what have you learned from grief?
I haven't gone through a lot of grief personally. Like not a lot of people have died in my life. I mean, what do you count as grief? Just like a loved one dying?
No.
Like, what
I
are
mean,
other forms of grief? Because the only one that's like died, my great grandma died when I was 6, but that was 6, so like that was whatever. And then my grandpa died when I was 16, but he was also very mean to me my whole life, so that was like a weird situation.
Okay. So we any sort of hurtful loss. So a loss of a loved one to death, or like a loss of a loved one to them just moving away and not being in contact with the family. A loss of a relationship, a loss of a friendship.
That happens a lot. Like my older brother's friends,
Mhm.
like, because I grew up with them, so they were always kind of like quasi older brothers to me. But now with them, like, they've all had falling out, so like there's like a lot of people I just can't reach out to, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do I deal with that? Oh, and I had one of the friends died too. I don't know. I like to think about people that I miss a lot. You know what I mean? Or like I have certain things that remind me of people. Like the one friend that my older brother's older friend that died. Like, we had like home movies, so like I'll watch those if I miss them. And then like some of the brothers that are falling out with, they made music, so I like to listen to those songs. But like I don't reach out to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just something to keep their memory in your head.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, a lot of things that you miss, really, you can't really ever get again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like I miss being like in 5th grade and hanging out with like cool older brothers. You know what I mean? Like, because that was a cool time. But now, like, as adults, you just have nothing in common, and you're not like playing games together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is a wild thing to transition to, where, like you said, you know, you're in 5th grade and you're hanging out with your older brother's cool friends, and then you get to like, you know, 20 years old, and now your older brother's cool friends are like, you know, in violation of child support.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like, you got nothing in common.
Yeah.
And shit. It's like cordial and whatever. Yeah. I don't know. You really can't get like I feel like what people miss out of like certain individuals is just like that life at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And you really can never get it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like even reaching out to them is just like useless sometimes.
Okay, so you're a reminiscer.
Yeah, I love reminiscing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Life just was
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
I think that is almost always true.
Yeah.
Life was better.
Yes.
But sometimes I try to be aware of the fact that I'll miss this time in my life.
Yeah.
So maybe that's
important, too.
like
Oh.
Preempting grief.
Premonition.
Yeah.
You like to pre-reminisce.
Yeah.
All right.
I do like to pre-reminisce because that makes you grateful for whatever's happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you're like, sometimes when something's happening, you're like, man, this is gonna be a good memory.
Yeah. Honestly, since a child, I've been like that, and it's kind of. I think that's weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I would like go to like some cool beach and be like, I can't wait to tell my family about how cool this was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, why can't
the
I just
family's with him at the beach?
Yeah.
It's like-
Yeah. But like, why can't I just live in the moment and like not think about like how I'm gonna tell people about this moment?
Okay.
I think that takes you out of things.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That's interesting. So you do. I mean, but I think everybody experiences a moment in a unique way, right? So how you experience a moment might be different than how I experience a moment, but you're in a moment, but you're just not in my moment at the beach. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Like, we're all having individual moments together.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Like, you know, I mean, I think everybody once in a while goes, oh man, we're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Look
Yeah.
at us go.
I feel like, I don't know if people like, you know, like it existed before, but like ever since that movie Inside Out came out, I feel like parents or people will be like, when they're watching kids do something, you tell them, they'll be like, oh, that's a core memory. And so like people
Yeah.
reference that idea of like a core memory a lot now.
Yeah. People do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's nice to like realize that you're a core memory for a kid, or like something you do is a core memory for them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know, like whenever I was like teaching 3rd grade, and so like I feel like everybody remembers their 3rd grade teacher,
Yeah.
and that's like in everybody's like personal lore. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
About like when I was in school, like my teacher was like a fuck up kind of. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what my kids are gonna say.
Well, it's nice of you to give them that core memory.
Yeah,
It's important.
yeah, but
Mhm.
it's fun to do like something crazy in class that they like think is funny and remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
Mhm.
remember? Can you remember anything that you're like, this is gonna be a core memory for these kids?
Yeah, I fell over in front of them.
On purpose?
No, I just fucking fell, and
from your chair to the ground, or from
I went to like just kind of dramatically sit in my rolly chair, but it just like completely swiped out, and so I just fucking fell like on my back, not on my back, like on my ass in front of bro. The class went crazy.
Yeah.
Now, they gotta remember that. You know what I mean?
When you fell, did you fall behind the desk so you like disappeared on people?
No, this was in front of the classroom. Like I had my rolly chair here. I was like in front of the marker board. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just fell, bro. The class lost it. Like they were like falling out of their seats laughing.
Was this a drop the mic moment where you were like, yeah, and you try to sit down to
Yeah, probably something like that.
Like cross your arm, like sit down as you're crossing your arms, putting your glasses. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
like
but I know when that happened, I was like, they're never gonna forget this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, that is a heart chakra popped open.
Yes.
Reminiscer, premonicer.
Mm-hmm.
I
think that's how you get rid of grief. Is you just gotta appreciate things while they're here.
For sure.
Yeah.
You gotta prevent grief.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the only one I feel like I unlocked. The other two I feel like I didn't really unlock. You know what I mean? This one,
okay.
I think I gotta go on this one.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, after we'll have you back for your second episode, and we can see how that goes.
Okay.
Already, it's gonna be great. I'm reminiscing on it already.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an amazing episode. So, Ace, keep it moving.
All right, we are to the throat chakra. So, Ben, what's a favorite lie that you tell or have told? Extra karmic points if it's still in rotation.
Whoa.
He's gonna be like, I once told this interracial couple that I tapped the dog's head into his
An ongoing lie I do. I mean, lately I've learned to just tell people I've seen the movie they're talking about, or like I know what song they're talking about, just because I really hate those conversations.
Mm-hmm.
That's a goal. That's a time saver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I hate all those conversations. Like, oh, you got to see this.
It's the worst when people quote a movie and you don't know, and then they like try to explain it to you, and you're like,
yeah. I just act like I know. Lies. I don't know. I'm honestly not like a huge liar. And I think to a fault. I think I'm supposed to lie more. You know what I mean?
No.
I think you're supposed to hype yourself up. I always tell people like my downfalls. You know what I mean? Or like why something wasn't as cool as it really like I could present it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I think you're supposed to lie more. Don't you? Or not?
I don't know. I'm personally trying to get to Valhalla. I don't know if you guys are, but I don't want to.
Well, because I just feel like everybody like makes their life sound really cool, and I can't believe that it's really true. You know, unless my life is just whack. But I feel like everybody hypes up like when they're telling a story like they're fucking cool in it and like everything was cool and fun.
Yeah.
But in
well,
real
I feel
life,
like you're a generation younger than us too, and I would say that like I think that would be true for younger.
What?
Like you grew up in like Instagram and like like all that like
social
media like. So you're like everybody's constructing like their life, right? Like we grew up before all that stuff, so I don't think we're as like entrenched in it.
We kind of needed to tell things as it happened.
Oh, I was keeping up the lie that I could change a tire and then with to my girlfriend, and then my tire went flat, and then I had to like pull around to the place. So I pulled up like a YouTube tutorial, I couldn't figure it out. And, like, you know what I mean? And then I got out and I was like, yeah, I know how to fucking change a tire. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was pretty good up until the only thing I didn't know was like the jack. So you got the jack, and then that one thing you have to like put in it so you can spin it like efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing it very like just move it. You know what I mean? It was taking forever. So she fucking caught on to that a little bit.
Yeah.
But I changed the tire. You know what I mean?
Did she also have a YouTube tutorial like, you're not doing that?
Yeah, that's a good feeling. Changing a tire in front of a girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you lied about being able to change a tire, but nothing really happened. You ended up changing it. You just had to go watch a YouTube video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You lie about the movies, whether or not you've seen movies, and you feel like you should be lying more.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're supposed to present yourself as better than you are.
Okay. Well, how about this? We've never done this on Two Jack Bros. It's the first time for everything. What lie would you tell? To like a Ben Staab hyping lie.
Something that hyped me up.
Yeah.
I mean, the one I do hype up is that Sweet Pea Whitaker was my coach.
Okay.
So I do hype that one up. You know
But
what I mean?
That's the truth.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
But he wasn't a great coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how is there how can we sweeten the deal with let's sweeten this core memory with a little bit of a lie. How would we do that?
I could probably be like he took me to the side, like it was like a really personal relationship. Like we would like wake up in the morning and run together. You know what I mean? Like some stuff like that.
Yeah, he saw
crazy
something.
with
He saw
defense.
something in you.
Yeah, he saw something with me.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, this kid can punch. You know what I mean? Some shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be the next Sweet Pea Whitaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I could also say that I stopped boxing when he died, but I stopped before he died, which I feel honestly very personally feel bad about. Like I had just kind of quit and then he got hit by a car.
Wow.
So that was also strange.
See what you did?
Yeah.
No, honestly, God.
Did you feel like you had something to do with it?
I felt weird about it. I
Yeah.
felt, like I really had just quit like maybe a month or two before that. Like it was fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, because then what happened, I was like, damn, I don't even go to the gym anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It was a weird one. It was weird.
Okay.
But I could hype that one up more. That's a good backstory.
Yeah.
And that would make people like mess with you less.
For sure.
Mhm.
So that was how do we even contextualize what the fuck just happened here? Because that's technically it's technically Pop, but he hasn't told the lie yet. He just developed the lie right now.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. I think people like if someone had Soupy as their coach, they'd really hype that up.
Yeah.
Even because it's true, so they feel like they can hype it up and like make it more than what it was.
Mhm.
They can I feel like people romanticize their life,
Mm.
whereas like I always like want to qualify things and be like, yeah, but it wasn't really like this because he drank a lot and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And try to like downplay things. I think people upplay their life like all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my personal theory. I mean, they could be telling the truth, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, we still got 2 lies out of him.
Yeah.
Lying about the movies. He lied to his girlfriend about being able to change a car tire. Like, how many times did that conversation come up before it actually was time to change the tire?
I used to lie to my girlfriend. Oh, how many times did it come up? Because she got a flat tire, and then I was like, do you have a spare? And she was like, no. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why don't you have a spare? Yada, yada. Like, I was getting mad about it.
Mhm.
Even though really I was like, thank God there's no spare. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. But
You were spared.
yeah.
But you were just about to tell us another time you lied.
Yeah,
to
like
me.
one thing that this is kind of fucked up personally, but like when we were getting together, and she would be kind of like worried I was like cheating on her and shit. Like I've never cheated on someone, but I didn't want to tell her that because I wanted her to keep up the illusion that I could be cheating on her. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that means that she thinks that you're cool and good with girls, and I shouldn't be like, nah, baby, I don't get pussy like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not cheating on you. Nobody will let me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I kind of kept that one up as just like, no, I wouldn't cheat on you. Like, you know what I mean? Like make it personal towards the relationship instead of like a fucking in general thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not going to cheat on you. Yes, I am a bad boy.
Yeah. Yeah. To keep up a bad boy illusion.
Bad boy style.
Yeah. Yeah, like she doesn't realize how long it takes me to get pussy. Like I could not cheat in a relationship because it needs like I need to like consult with my friends about like does it seem like she likes me? You know what I mean? Like she doesn't know the whole fucking tedious process. So she thinks I could just like if I come home late that like I was out with girls, and it's like that could never have happened.
Yeah. What was the process of you getting with her?
It took a couple weeks. Like we would just hang out a lot, and then I don't know. Actually, I don't know. It was like a couple of things would happen. Like this plan would be canceled, so I couldn't come here. Like yada yada. Or like I tried to get back to my place. One time she was coming back to my place, and then Naeem wanted to ride home, and then like Naeem was gonna like stay at my place, and she was like, "He can just take me home." He cock blocked me that night. But I don't know. It just took a while.
Okay.
And I had and also I didn't think she liked me, and then my friend came and was like, she was talking about you, like she likes you, fucking make a move. You know what I mean? I was like, but I don't know if she really likes me. You know what I mean?
It was the process. It was the process that you go through.
Yeah, it took a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And so she thinks like if I come back 30 minutes late that I was like out with girls. I'm like, think about what happened with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Throat chakra popped.
Yeah.
We got 2 lies, a pre-lie, and then another lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lie by omission.
Also from someone who doesn't lie.
Yeah, I know.
It was pretty cool.
I don't lie that much.
Yeah. All right. Very relative, very subjective, that much. But Ace, keep it moving.
All right, we are to the third eye chakra. So we're out of the physical into the metaphysical. So what is something that you've always thought of as separate, but you've learned that it's really the same?
Whoa. Okay. This is abstract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 things that I think are separate that are really the same. Damn, this one's hard. What do other people say? This one's tough.
Yeah, do you want to?
Some people have said, like friends and family, like when you're younger, your friends are here, your family's here. And so you get older, you realize that you kind of choose what your family is, and it doesn't have to be like your blood relatives.
Oh,
Type
I
of-
think one thing I'm learning is, one thing I'm learning that is the same is like me and my dad. You know what I mean? Because like or just like guys in general and my dad. Like I always looked at my dad as like a separate kind of character, and then now so like they're going through my parents are going through a divorce because my dad is like is having an affair.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like
Wait, how old is your dad?
fucking like 56 or some shit.
It
Or
took
no, he
him
may
that
no.
long to figure out how
That's
to-
how old my mom is. He's like 64.
Okay.
Yeah, he's old as fuck.
So he finally figured out how to get other pussy.
Yeah. But that's been weird just to realize like, oh, like my dad's really just like thinking about pussy right now. Or like when he talks to girls, like he's like trying to be the shit with them. You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that like, also like when my parents got together, they were like in their 20s and it was just an accident. And so like their first kid was actually, I was an accident too. Most of the kids were in accidents.
Mhm.
2 were planned out of the 5. But like they just got together because they had sex and created a baby.
Mm.
But like they were both like my dad was just some guy.
Yeah.
My mom was just some girl. They got a part. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
just the fact that it could happen to me. You know what I mean? And then I could just all of a sudden be like wrapped up in like some suburban life, like raising kids.
It's
and,
like your dad was a fuck boy, your mom was a thought. They figured it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What did you think your dad was thinking about other than pussy?
I guess just the family or some shit. You know, kids
Yeah.
or whatever he's supposed to do.
Did he like wait until like your sister's just like left? Like she's just in, like,
She's
high
17
school.
right now,
Is
so
she
she's still
left-
at home.
She's still at home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been strange. It's weird like when your dad's getting pussy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's not really. I feel like he's not supposed to do it, but that's the thing. Is like I'm like, oh, he really is just a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Have
he's
you
just
met
out
the
here.
lady? Have you?
No, everybody else in my family has. I haven't met her. My sister cyberbullies her, which is so funny.
Well, wait. Okay, what platform?
Instagram. She has an Instagram, so my sister will message me like, "You're an adulterous whore. You're like you fucking you're ugly." You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Like on her pictures, or she's DMing her?
DMing her personally. Yeah, my sister's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. She's on a warpath.
But yeah, I think realizing your family members are just people like everybody else is, and that
Yeah.
they don't hold like they're not tied to being a special place in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not their point on earth
Right.
or like their point in being here. Like I just like view it this way, but it isn't really necessarily that way. Like I think just kind of on accident our family's together.
Yeah.
And so like I can't like rely on my dad to like do certain things that like I think a dad should do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. I really like that answer.
Yeah. Good one.
And that doesn't mean that I didn't like any of your other answers.
Yeah, that answer felt better than other ones.
Yeah,
though.
Well, it was like, we get a lot of different answers for this particular section. This is a hard section for people. A lot of times people need an example. But so when you get a good one for this particular question, it's like, man, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like everybody in your family is just a person. Like it's like cuz also my mom's been talking about like the divorce and shit and like why they got together and like cuz she was
you
like
talk too much, Mom.
yeah, I know. I'd let her have her moment. I'd milk the fuck out of a divorce if it was happening to me. I'd be making everything about it. But yeah, like she was 21 and like my dad was 26 and like they only got together because my dad let her throw a party at his house.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, it's like a that's not a crazy age gap and like that's just normal and stuff. But like now as an adult, it's like, oh, my dad was kind of creepy
Yeah.
for just letting some random 21-year-old throw a party at his house just so he could try to fuck. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's like so clearly what happened
Yeah.
that I'm like, oh, these are just fucking like these are like my friends
Yeah.
Yeah.
that just happen to have a baby and then they decided to keep it and raise a family.
Yeah.
Instead of like my family like came together, planned on everything, decided to raise people a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They
I'm
were-
just here accidentally. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
can't really get mad if everything's like chaotic.
Yeah.
It's totally fair.
Yeah.
They were just kicking it.
Best they could.
Yeah. Your dad's just trying to get pussy.
Yeah.
And your mom was just trying to organize a party.
Yeah.
Women love organizing.
Yeah.
Men
honestly.
love getting pussy.
That's what I'm saying. So like I really could have an accidental baby at like any age. And so
Yeah.
then like my life would just become what my dad's life is,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Instead of like looking at him as like a different figure, it's just like it really just could be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I think that's healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm realizing everything.
Yeah, and that is a third eye chakra popped.
Yes.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my third eye.
That was your third eye.
Cool.
Yeah. Ace, keep it moving.
Is that the last chakra? That's our
No,
sixth chakra?
yeah, that was the sixth. We're moving on to the last chakra now.
Crown chakra.
Yeah, this is the one that like really tunes the body to enlightenment. Like we've kind of got you on the precipice,
Mm-hmm.
and this one takes you there.
Ooh.
All right. So it's a 2-part question. What is one thing you can't give up and why? And what would giving it up mean?
Ooh. Damn, one thing I can't give up. Damn, I don't know. Let me think. This is hard. I feel like I should have like pre-wrote this question or pre-answered this question. Something I can't give up. I can't give up vaping right now, but that's not spiritual.
It doesn't have to be spiritual. It just has to be specific to you. Like, you know, what is something that you're really you personally can't give up right now?
I think I can't give up on living by myself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think I gotta continue, even if like I'm struggling financially or something. I think I gotta keep doing that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like no roommates or nothing, or you mean like don't?
Like
move
I
back
live with the
home
roommates, but yeah, I can't move back with my family. Like
Yeah.
most of my older brothers like move back with my family at a certain age,
Yeah.
and that's one thing I'm trying not to do completely, like for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And now, what would that mean to you?
If I move back,
Yeah.
I feel like it means I failed.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
I failed at like being an individual,
Hmm.
or like going on to the. I feel, you know what I mean? I think I'm supposed to like go out and start my own life now, like away from everybody.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling personally.
Okay. And do you think could you put yourself in a mind space where you were living at home, even if you were feeling like a failure initially? Like, how could you overcome that feeling of failure while still living at home or back with your family rather?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could make myself feel better a lot. You know what I mean?
Just lie to yourself.
Yeah, lie to myself. Feel like this happened to everybody. Like it's nothing wrong with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I don't think I'll feel good about myself if I'm living like with my parents or like, you know what I mean? Or like I feel like I'll have failed like what my goal is. Also, I mean, stand up. I feel like if I quit, I'm a failure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even though you want to quit a lot. You know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing that I feel like. I mean, I feel like everybody that comes on the podcast is a comic, so they don't want to say that. But I feel like I would like feel very down on myself if I quit that.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But part of me wants to quit sometimes.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So moving back home with your family and quitting stand-up. Now, could you envision a world where you move back with your family and then stand-up was able to take off because you have like less responsibilities in other places and you can focus more on stand-up?
Yeah. I don't know, because I do think about stuff like that. Because I am trying to be more like individually responsible, but that does take away from like most comics are like very immature and like partying all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that does lead its way to doing like that is a funnier route in life to take. You know what I mean? Than like doing a 9 to 5 and like coming home early and stuff like that. But yeah, I could see doing that. But also they live in Virginia Beach. Like I really want to work for stand up.
Well, especially if you were trying to do stand-up in Philly.
Yeah.
But there's probably a scene down there, Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
There's a scene, but it's just ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can't really, there's no like upward mobility. I don't know if there's much upward mobility in Philly, but I feel like there is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
I mean, everybody talks about like moving to like New York or like Austin or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one really talks about moving to Philly, but I feel like Philly has something.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Shout out Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Philly comedy scene is pretty spot on.
I love the Philly comedy scene.
Yeah.
But nobody talks about moving here, like
For
on
sure.
podcasts, you know?
I don't think I listen to enough podcasts with people talking about moving to places for comedy. But because you said it with so much confidence, Ben, I'm going to have to believe you. That is a fact.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact. And also, Ben, we did it. How
Yeah.
do you feel, man?
I feel good. I don't know. I feel like I don't remember a lot that I said, so I feel like if I watch this, I'll feel better.
Okay.
I feel like there's something to teach myself here that I said, but I don't remember everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely watch this so you can reminisce. On it.
Yeah. Really, life was good back then.
Yeah. Remember back then when we started this podcast? It was so now we're gonna hop into the Patreon. I didn't even ask you if you had time to stick around for the Patreon.
Yeah, I can do the Patreon.
Okay.
What time is it?
It is 8:11.
Okay. Can I send a text message?
Absolutely. And
How long is the Patreon? Is that an hour as well?
It's a little bit shorter.
Like 45?
I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah. So as he's sending a text message, I want to remind you guys that our Patreon, $1 gets you all of our exclusive content, which not only includes the counter to this podcast, which we call Two Jack Bros After Dark, where we're going to enlighten Ben Staab's shadow self, but we also do some fight commentary and analysis on Ansley's jiu-jitsu matches, whether she wins or loses. We put it up there.
You're fighting soon? Oh, sorry.
No, she's not fighting soon, but once she does fight, you know, we do a little fight commentary and analysis.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's
We
cool.
have a good time with it. And then
Buy it.
yeah, and then we're also going to be having a name change coming soon, but not as important as checking out Ayo Actually, Ben Staab's podcast that he does with Naeem Ali. It's a very good time. It's a silly podcast, and it's just a great way to just waste an hour.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
It's productive. You can learn something. You can be cool at a party. You know something. You know a little factoid. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. You can accidentally make kids at a party.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
Sucked in suburban life.
Yeah. All right. So thank you guys so much for listening. We love you guys, and we are out.
Yeah.
Sick.
Two Jack Bros.